Ever struggled with the American accent? We've all been there, trying to get those sounds just right, and it can feel like a steep hill to climb. But don't worry, because today, we're going to embark on a journey of mastering the American accent together. Whether you're a student looking to ace that English exam, a professional aiming to impress in a job interview, or just someone who loves the challenge of learning something new, this journey is for you. It's not just about pronunciation, it's about confidence, clarity, and opening up a world of opportunities. By learning the American accent, we can break down barriers, build connections, and feel more at ease in English-speaking environments. And we're not just going to throw you into the deep end, oh no, we'll be right there with you, guiding you every step of the way. Are you ready to say goodbye to your struggles and embrace the American accent? Stay tuned! Before diving into learning, it's crucial to understand what the American accent is. The American accent, often referred to as General American or Standard American, is the most widely recognized and understood English accent worldwide. It's the accent you're most likely to hear in American movies, on television, and in music. It's distinctive, yet holds a certain neutrality that makes it universally accessible. But let's clear something up right away. The American accent is not a single, uniform way of speaking. It's a spectrum of accents, each with its own unique characteristics. From the twang of the South, the clipped tones of the East Coast, to the laid-back lilt of the West Coast, the American accent is as diverse as the country itself. When we talk about learning the American accent, we're generally referring to the standardized neutral accent you'd hear on national news broadcasts. One common myth is that the American accent is lazy or slangy. This couldn't be further from the truth. Every accent, including the American one, has its own set of rules and patterns. American English does have some unique features like the flapping of T's and D's and the pronunciation of R's at the end of words, but these are consistent and systematic, not random or careless. Another myth is that the American accent is easier than other accents. Again, this isn't true. Every accent has its own complexities and challenges. The American accent may seem easier because it's so widely heard and understood, but mastering it requires practice and patience, just like any other accent. Finally, why learn the American accent? Well, it's not just about sounding like an American, it's about clarity and understandability. It's about being able to communicate effectively in a global context. The American accent can be a valuable tool for anyone who uses English in their work, education, or daily life. Now that you've got a grasp of what the American accent is, it's time to start learning it. The American accent has some key elements that make it distinct. Now, let's dive deeper into these unique features, shall we? First up, pronunciation. The American accent has its own unique way of pronouncing vowels and consonants. For instance, the R sound is pronounced clearly at the end of words like car or for. In many other English accents, the final R is much softer or even silent. Next, we have intonation, the rise and fall of the voice when speaking. In American English, there's a distinctive melody and pitch variation that makes the accent sound lively and energetic. Take the phrase, "Really? That's amazing." An American speaker would typically stress the word really, and then use a falling intonation on amazing to express surprise and interest. Then there's rhythm, or the pattern of stressed and unstressed syllables. American English is stress-timed, which means some syllables are spoken more quickly than others. For example, in the sentence, "I'll probably go to the park," the words probably and park are stressed, while I'll go to the are said quickly and less emphatically. Let's look at some specific words. Consider water and butter. In the American accent, the T in water and the T in butter are pronounced like a soft D. So it sounds like waiter and butter. And how about the American flap T? In words like city or better, the T sounds almost like a soft D. So it's pronounced more like sighty and better. This feature is unique and commonly heard in the American accent. Now let's not forget about the American sound as in cup or luck. This is a short, relaxed sound that's quite distinctive. In other accents, the U in these words might sound more like A as in cat. Mastering these elements will help you sound more natural and confident when speaking American English. So, keep practicing and remember, every accent is beautiful and unique in its own way. Learning a new accent can seem daunting, but with the right techniques, it can be a fun and rewarding journey. The American accent, like any other, is built on a series of sounds, rhythms, and intonations. To master it, you need to immerse yourself in it and practice consistently. Here are a few effective techniques to help you attain that crisp American accent. Firstly, immerse yourself in American media. Watch American movies, listen to American music, podcasts, or radio stations. This will help you get familiar with the rhythm and intonations of the American accent. It's like learning a song. The more you listen to it, the better you'll be able to replicate it. Secondly, try repeating phrases and sentences after Native American English speakers. This is called shadowing. As you shadow, pay attention to the rhythm, the stress, the intonation, and the linking of words. This is not just about repeating words, it's about mimicking the music of the language. Next, focus on pronunciation. The American R sound, for instance, is often a hurdle for non-native speakers, as it's pronounced more strongly than in other English accents. Practice makes perfect, so don't shy away from those tricky sounds. Use online pronunciation guides, or better yet, work with a language tutor who specializes in accent reduction. Finally, make use of educational resources. There are countless books, apps, and online courses available that can guide you on your journey to mastering the American accent. They can provide exercises, tips, and feedback to help you improve. Remember, acquiring a new accent is not about shedding your own, it's about adding another tool to your communication toolbox. It's a process of learning and growth, and every step you take brings you closer to your goal. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't be afraid to use these techniques and practice as much as you can. Embrace the journey, and you'll soon find that the American accent is not as elusive as it once seemed. To help you understand the American accent better, here's a short story. Once upon a time in the bustling city of New York, there lived a young woman named Lily. She had a heart full of dreams and a mind bursting with ideas. She worked at a popular coffee shop downtown, serving up smiles and lattes to the city's tireless workers. One day, a charming gentleman named Jack walked into the coffee shop. He had just moved to New York from a small town in the Midwest. Jack was a talented artist who dreamed of making it big in the city that never sleeps. Lily and Jack's paths crossed when she served him his daily cup of joe. Over time, they became good friends, often sharing stories about their dreams and aspirations. Jack, with his warm Midwestern accent, and Lily, with her distinct New York twang, found common ground in their shared love for art and coffee. One day, Jack decided to enter a local art competition. He worked day and night, pouring his heart and soul into his masterpiece. Lily, always the supportive friend, encouraged him and kept his spirits high. The day of the competition arrived. Jack was a bundle of nerves, but Lily was there by his side, cheering him on. When it was Jack's turn to present his artwork, he took a deep breath, stood tall, and spoke with conviction. His voice, carrying the unique blend of his Midwestern roots and his newly acquired New York lingo, resonated in the room. His words flowed like a river, telling the story of his art. The audience was captivated not just by his talent but also by the sincerity and warmth in his voice. When he finished, the room erupted in applause. Jack had won the competition, but more than that, he had won the hearts of the people in the room. This story of Lily and Jack is a testament to the power of dreams, friendship, and of course, the unique charm of the American accent. Listening to stories like this can greatly improve your understanding and mastery of the American accent. You've taken the first step towards mastering the American accent. Yes, indeed you have. Today, we've walked through the key elements of the American accent, from the rhythm and intonation to the pronunciation of vowels and consonants. We've also explored various techniques to make this learning process easier and more fun. Remember, it's not just about mimicking sounds, it's about understanding the culture and context in which these sounds are used. We've shared a short story to help you grasp the accent in a practical, engaging way. But this is just the beginning. The world of the American accent is vast and varied, and there's so much more to discover. So don't stop here. Keep practicing, keep exploring, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. You have the power to achieve this goal, and we're here to support you every step of the way. With determination and practice, you can master the American accent. Start your journey today.